An Organization of Social Science and Research in East and Central Africa report has noted there is an increase of environmental degradation and youth fleeing from their responsibilities following the effects of COVID-19. The Monitoring and Evaluation Planning Coordinator, Organization of Social Science and Research in East and Central Africa, Dr. Jerome Ntege, says COVID-19 affected most areas where youth are involved.
According to the Organization of Social Science and Research in East and Central Africa report, Uganda did great in stopping the spread of COVID-19 but neglected its impacts and approach.
We suffered from the decisions about lockdown because our experience was not taken into account when they were making the decisions. And that is a trend you could observe, you could feel throughout the data collection. But we should also be dynamic in approaches. Lockdown was adopted when it was a good thing, but for how long?
But there is need to empower the youth on their rights and voicing the social accountability.
Young people that went to the villages, they were different from the village guys. So they were the ones sleeping around with everybody. They caused serious insecurity there because they were stealing, surviving on everything that was there. And then after the lockdown, they left trouble there and came back to Kampala. So you have many girls who became pregnant by the men that traveled in the village. They are not there. And those who left in Kampala, they also faced another problem. So it's a very tricky situation that we are facing.
The research focused on people living in slums and well-abled families for comparison with the country, isolating COVID-19 as the only problem, yet there were vaster problems.
There are no mangoes because the trees were cut down during COVID. So that is a serious impact on the environment. Now for fishing it became much tricky. The young people went to fish because there was a lot of water. They banned them from fishing. They told them, do agriculture. They said, how do we do agriculture where monkeys live? Because monkeys were waiting for them. So they could not do agriculture, they could not do the fishing. So the only thing they would try to do is to deal with the sand from the lake illegally.
Jacob Eyero, the chairperson, National Youth Council, says young people should rely their energy to productivity.
It goes as far as going issue by issue in terms of education, in terms of health, in terms of the economy, in terms of participation in management of the pandemic. And it goes as far as guaranteeing a better future for participation of young people in management of such issues from a holistic approach.
So that Kaye, UBC News.